from the quick start today, and we're gonna brain dump everything that you guys wrote down earlier about slopes. So let's go ahead and brain dump. Give me some ideas here. What do you have written down there? Brain dump. Yeah. What do you got? What did you guys write down for your quick start? I think someone said the variable that we use is m, right? What else do we have written down? Okay, so if they have the same slope, they're parallel. We'll talk about that later. But what about just keeping it to slope? Yeah, it's delta y over delta x. All you physics people out there, right? Then what was the formula? Somebody actually gave me a formula for it. Y2 minus... Yep, all these things are related. Good. Someone also said it was the rise over the run, right? All these things that you said, I saw. And then let's talk about some pictures here. Okay, I'm going to give you some coordinate planes. I'll give you actually one coordinate plane. We'll talk about a couple different lines here. So this red line, would you say that red line has a positive slope or a negative slope? Okay, this is a positive. How do you know this is a positive slope? Very good. It's going up from left to right. What about this blue line here? What would this one be? Why would this be a negative slope? Because it's going down from left to right. Very good. Okay. What about this green line here that I'm putting on? What do you guys think about that? What would you call that one? A zero slope, right? Just like the floor. If your floor is built right, it should have zero slope. Otherwise, all the furniture would be going to one side of the room, and that would not be good, conducive for a floor, right? And then lastly, what if I gave you this black dotted line over here, and I asked you to calculate the slope for that? What would it be? Okay, now, can someone tell me why? Why is this the undefined slope? What is it about it that makes it undefined? Well, how is it related to this denominator right here, x2 minus x1? Yes. What do you got?
Because since x2 should equal x1, then it will be 0.
Yes, very good, very good. So let's explore this a little bit more. Let's say I give you 2 points on this line right here, okay? There's my line. The black dotted line. So this right here, y2, y1, that's the change from y2 to y1. That would be the numerator, right? y2 minus y1, no problem there. However, take a look at the denominator. I only have one x value, x1, so there is zero change in the x value. Therefore, I'd have a fraction with 0 on the bottom. That's why we called it undefined. So I want you to connect the reason why we call this undefined is because there is no change in the x value. And then someone also wrote down this on their page when they handed it up here. They said y equals mx plus b. What is this part all about? What is this? What is the formula? What type of? This is called slope-intercept form. Now, why do they call it slope-intercept form? Because it has a slope and an intercept. Yes, it's not right here. Right? The m part represents the slope. That's the part that we want for slope. What does this b part represent? Y-intercept. Very good. The y-intercept. So that's why they call it slope-intercept form, because they give you a slope and then they give you an. All right, so if we were going to graph the line x plus y is equal to 3, how would you go about graphing it? Yes, sir. Justin, what do you think? Justin says put it in a slope-intercept form. So that means, what should I do to do that? Yeah, isolate y. So that means y is going to be negative x plus 3. Good. Someone tell me, what is the slope of this line? Yeah, negative 1 over 1. And what is the y-intercept of this line? Yeah, it's equal to 3. So if I'm going to graph this line on the coordinate plane, how do I go about graphing this line? What are the steps that I should take? What do we do first? The y-intercept would be 3, so go up 3, 1, 2, 3, good. And then from there is the point 0, 3. From there, what do I do? What do I do now? I need 2 points to draw my line. So what do I do if I have 0, 3, and I'm looking for the next point on the line? And all I know is a slope is equal to negative 1, so what do I do? Very good. Go down 1. Whoa. Let the record show everybody answer that question. Sweet. So, we're gonna, once I have your 2 points on a line, once you have 2 points, you have enough to draw the line, and it should look something like that with arrows, right? Yeah, the arrows indicate that the line goes on forever and ever. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to graph this line. So to graph it on the graphing calculator to make sure we've done everything correctly, we're going to plug in negative button is the one that's right below the 3, not the minus sign. So we have negative 3x, whoops, hit the wrong button. Sorry, negative x, there we go, and then plus 3. So make sure you use the negative button, not the minus button, and then everybody hit zoom 6, and check it out. Do those graphs line up? Yeah, they sure do, right? That's looking pretty darn good. Do both. All right. So I gave you 2 points. I said 3, 5, and then negative 2, 4, right? So let's see here. If I had a coordinate plane, and we can put these points on the coordinate plane. So let's see here. Does that work? Yep, there's my 2 points, right? So I have 2 points somewhere on the coordinate plane. I have 3, 5, and I have negative 2, 4. So let's go ahead and visualize the slope for this one. Is my slope going to be positive, negative, 0, or undefined? What do you think? How do you know it's going to be positive? Yeah, it goes up from left to right. So if I were to figure this out, I go up how many units? 1 over how many units? Okay, so I have a slope of 1/5. Is that correct? Okay. So how do I get that algebraically now? Yes, okay, so this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, and this is y2. So the formula says I'm going to have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which means I'm going to have 4 minus 5 all over negative 2 minus 3. Is that right? Looking good to you guys? So that gives me a negative 1 all over a negative 5, which gives me a positive 1/5. So does that match up with what I have on the picture? Yes. Okay, good. Now, if I want to create an equation from that line, what would I need to do? I have to find the y-intercept, but there's an easier way to create an equation from that line, okay? So we just found out the slope of this thing was equal to positive 1/5. That leads me into the next argument here, talking about point slope form. Who remembers this? Yeah? Okay. What is it? It's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So let's break this part down. The y1 and the x1, these represent the point that you've been given. Whatever point that they give you, right? That's representative of the point. What is the slope then? The m. That's your slope part. So what are these parts left over? What's the y and the x? What are these parts left over? Those are just your variables, right? Yep, they just stay that way, exactly. So let's go back to this example then, okay? Check it out. I have these 2 points. I have 3, 5, I have negative 2, 4. I want to find a line that contains those 2 points. Do I have a slope? Yes, I do. Do I have a point? Yeah, which point do you want to use? Do you want to use 3, 5, or do you want to use negative 2, 4?
Negative 2, 4.
All right, well, we can use either one that you want. So let's go back here, and we'll do it. So I have the point 3, 5, and I have a slope that's equal to positive 1/5. So let's go ahead and create the equation from that. So I'm going to use point slope form. So I'm going to use y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. So that's going to be y minus 5 equals 1/5 times x minus 3. So far, so good? You guys with me? So keep going. I get y minus 5 equals 1/5 x minus 3/5. You guys good with this part? Yeah? Okay. Then what would I do to put this into slope-intercept form? Okay, so I'm going to get y is equal to 1/5 x minus 3/5 plus 25/5. Wait, where'd that come from?
You change it to a fraction.
Yep. So I get 1/5 x, and then I'm getting, what would that be? How much? 22/5? 22/5. Okay, good. So let's put that back over here. Let's see if that's the right equation. So let's make that a little bit smaller. All right, what was the equation that we came up with?
Y is equal to 1 over 5 plus 22 over 5.
Okay, do I have that written down right? Did it capture it all? So if we did this right, we put this graph it should be a line that goes through those 2 points. Is that true?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Yeah. Line. Write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form that passes through the point -1, 3 and has a slope of 2. That?
Yes, sir.
Okay, raise your hand. You got y equals 2/3 x plus 11/3. Is that true? Yeah, very good. Yeah, feeling good about that? Okay, so we covered everything about parallel lines and perpendicular lines. We just had good conversation about it, and I learned that this button does exactly what I needed to do. Awesome. Thank you, Grant. You were forever in my debt. Okay. The whole bag of Snickers he wants. Okay. Here's what I want to happen here. I'm going to give you an equation of a line. That line's going to be 2x minus 3y is equal to 5. 2x minus 3y is equal to 5. So we're going to go over here. We're going to write that down. Okay. 2x minus 3y is equal to 5. And I'm going to graph that line over here. Okay. Here's the line that I have graphed. 2x minus 3y is equal to 5. Now I'm going to give you 2 points. The point I'm going to give you is, one of the points is going to be 2, comma, -1. Whoa, that does not look like what I want to do. 2, comma, -1. There we go. And I'm going to put that point on the line, or on the curve. There it is. It's blue. And the other point I'm going to give you is 3, comma, 5. And we'll put this point somewhere over here. Okay, sweet. There we go. All right. So let's zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Go that way. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want, if you're sitting in an even numbered seat, I would like you to find the equation of a line that is parallel to our red line and goes through the green dot. All right? If you're sitting in an even numbered seat, I'd like you to find the equation of a line that is parallel to the red line and goes through the green dot. If you're sitting in an odd number seat, I want you to find the equation of a line that's parallel and goes through the blue dot, but is parallel to the red line. Okay, solutions out here. Okay, so I asked you to come up with equations that are parallel that goes through the green and the blue dot. So let's see if this is what you came up with. Let's put these on the graph and see. All right. One of those does not go through. Which one? The 2/3 x plus 8/3. Was that? That's for the blue dot. That doesn't. That does not go through, right? What about this one? That one definitely does. All right. So which one doesn't? 2/3 x. Okay. Let's see if this one is correct. You guys come up with -3/2 x plus 3. And you think this is going to be perpendicular? Let's see here. Oh, that's not right. That's definitely not right. So what should we need to adjust? The b. So it should not be plus 3. What should it be? All right, let's adjust that. Let's erase that one and put a plus 2 there. There we go. Did that work out? Yeah, there we go. That line is now perpendicular to the red line and goes through. Your problem. The sales Best Buy were $9 billion.